They got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
And thank you so much for coming today, and I really want to thank Vicki for having me be part of this wonderful think tank. You can see that my title is A Dyad During Pregnancy, the Mother-Infant Relationship Before Birth and Why It Matters. We're going to be coming to this theme over and over again, that there's a relationship before birth between this mother and baby. And I, too, am going to start with a disclosure slide, which basically says I have no conflicts of interest, so we can whip through that. I will say, however, that I am from New York City, and if I start to do that very bad New York thing of talking super quickly, please wave your hands and let me know that I am acting like a New Yorker, not being very polite. I want to give you an overview of what I'm going to talk about today, and again, really looking at that pregnancy relationship. I'm going to touch on the idea, which you all really know, but to emphasize it, that the fetus is hidden, but you probably don't really think about this part. It is actually quite a receptive fetus, and we've already heard a bit about that in terms of brain development. There is maternal transmission of her experiences to the fetus, and I'm going to be covering that, and then really wanting to make the point of the implications of this relationship before birth, and that is that this is a prime opportunity for early intervention and prevention. All right, this hidden yet receptive fetus. We all know that the fetus is rather hard to get access to. However, the fetus experiences the mother's life. The fetus's development, and again, all that brain development you just heard about from Pat, that's going on in utero. That means the fetus is perceiving and actually beginning to make associations in utero, learning. Therefore, it's really being affected by the mother's experience. And I want to point out, this is a 3D ultrasound of a 29-week-old fetus. This is
I'm sorry, she said enough. You've heard us talk about it before on The Voice of Reason. I'm back in the building to talk about it some more. See, we start with the person. They're attractive. They have humor. They're interesting. But if you don't know what happened to them while they were in the baby apartment, i.e. their mother's womb, if you don't know what went down in there, the mother's relationship with herself affects how the baby will relate with other humans. If something can happen in the womb, a mother could not, nurture herself. She may have negative self-talk. She may be codependent. So you guys remember in 2019, I put out a book called The Holographic Relationship, where holographic, the term itself, using the metaphor, talking about how the universe might be holographic and we're living in a simulation, right? The word holographic itself just means whole writing. You don't even know the whole story. The first few years of your life, you can't even recall with regards to memory. You don't remember 100% of it. You don't remember what was happening in the womb. But as she said, the fetus is highly receptive. See, this is why I'm saying it's so dangerous to bottom line your partner. Bottom line, you got to do this. Bottom line, you got to show up this way. Bottom line, you got to have this. Bottom line, you got to be this. When people lean towards that ideology or perspective, I know they're wounded. I know. You demanded that somebody got to be something for you is an indicator of the wound. Tonight's topic is going to be deep. Were you psychologically wounded while in your mother's womb? A deeper look at womb wounds and the development of maladaptive attachment styles. Can attachment wounds happen in the womb? Clearly, yes. What is reactive attachment disorder? Does attachment start in the womb? That's your first attachment. Can reactive attachment disorder be healed? What attachment styles do most narcissists have? This is going to be deep. This is going to be deep. If your mother misses an opportunity to nurture you, to acknowledge you, to approve of you, to love on you, even outside of the womb, it can help create a maladaptive attachment style. If a mother herself isn't healed, oh Lord, don't make me say it. I'm going to say it. I was talking to Cool Mo D one day, and Mo D said something that was quite profound. He said, when men are out of control, we can create violence and war indiscriminately. We can deliver violence and war indiscriminately. Right? He said, when men are out of control, when men are not healed, we can produce violence and war, death, murder, mayhem indiscriminately. He says, but the opposite is true for women in many cases. He says, when women are not healed, they can give life indiscriminately. If you're not healed, mother, sister, would-be mother, why would you put a baby or allow a baby to be put in the baby condo? Right? If you haven't overcome yourself, this is showing us, holographically speaking, what happens to you happens to the fetus. Right? What happens to you happens to the fetus. If you're looking for love and you go and try to have a baby in order to fill a gap, you've already encoded the gap on the baby's genes. The feeling of, I'm looking for love. Wow. How does negative talk, self-talk, emotions about the baby, how can that create maladaptive attachment characteristics in the developing fetus? Example, I only want a boy or a girl. Ooh, I hope it's a boy. If the baby forming hears, I want a girl, but the baby is a boy, does the baby develop a I'm not good enough or I'm not wanted complex in the womb? Can the mother pass on her attachment style through the umbilical cord? These are Nikki. Nikki from Mississippi wrote these questions, and I'm gonna ask them. If the temperature can assist in determining gender, can the emotional temperature of the mother dictate in vitro the attachment style of the unborn? Can unhealed wounds of the mother create in the unborn a predisposition to a specific attachment style once born? Nikki is in here. Boy, if prenatal care is essential to the baby's development, is it possible that covert narcissistic nature versus nurture can influence the unborn child? Yee. See, I'm telling you, it's just not surface. Many of us have a surface way of interacting relationally, right? Just surface. She cool, she a vibe. And then when the adversity manifests itself in the relationship, the adversity reveals character flaws in everyone. Do you see? Listen, if you could be wounded while in the womb, how could you ever fix your mouth to judge anybody? How could you ever look down at anybody? How could you ever critique anybody? Is it possible for the mother to transmit her attachment style to her unborn child through the umbilical cord, influencing the child's early attachment patterns? How might the emotional temperature of the mother during pregnancy impact the unborn child's attachment style? And can in utero experiences contribute to the development of a specific attachment style? Can unresolved wounds and emotional traumas experienced by the mother predispose the unborn child to a particular attachment style, potentially influencing the relational patterns later in their life? Do covert narcissistic tendencies in pregnant mothers affect the unborn child's attachment style and emotional development, highlighting the complex interplay between nature and nurture in shaping attachment patterns? How does stress, mood changes, and unwanted pregnancies during gestation impact the mother-child bonding process and potentially lead to attachment wounds in the womb? Do you think if your mother was disappointed that your father got her pregnant in the first place, do you think if your mother hated your father, didn't like him as a man, didn't like his qualities, but kept you because she said, I can't get rid of this baby, do you think that contributes? Are y'all ready for tonight? Are y'all ready for what this is about? Relationship is real. It's spiritual. I've been telling you it's holographic. What do you mean? Your grandmama carried you in her womb. The mothers in your lineage carried everybody. Your grandmama had you in her womb because she had your mama in her womb. She was one of them eggs. And you're in there too. Oh, Lord. You in the eggs in your mama when she was an egg. Listen, man. Holographic, the whole story. You think your story starts when your ego is realized. The moment you say, I'm me, you think your story starts right there. It does not. This is why the great Krishnamurti, my favorite philosopher, says the center is the ego. You make you the center of everything. You're the center of your universe. But it doesn't start with you. And the more you know about the universes that preceded you, the wiser you are as it pertains to who you are. Are y'all ready for tonight's topic? I don't know. I can't say if you're actually ready. Right? I want to hear about it. What do you think you got from your mother? What did you model from your mother? Did you ever have candid conversations with your mother about how she may have failed you in your early childhood? Did you ever talk about who she was as a person before she got pregnant with you? Did you ever talk about the missteps she made? Did you ever talk about how maybe she did engage in negative self-talk, or she was SLD, self-love deficient, or codependent, or covert narcissist, or came up in an abusive environment? Have you ever had real conversations as to the development of the center that is your mother? Because whatever she was working through is now working through you until you work it out of you. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone line. Get to your phone line. I need to talk to you this evening. I want to know what brought you here. When we come forward, this conversation shall begin in earnest.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes, why should we be silent? Turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI.
KBLA delegation, listen up. Not feeling yourself lately? Has your weight loss dreams, have they turned into a weight gain nightmare? Have you been chasing those 20 pounds for the last 20 years? Then it's time for D-Herbs. D-Herbs Full Body Cleanse is a natural cleansing regimen that can help you lose 20 pounds in 20 days. The Full Body Cleanse will also boost your immune system and improve your digestion with summer just right around the corner. Stop chasing the 20-pound weight loss and propel yourself into a healthier lifestyle. To reboot your system and lose those 20 pounds, just go to dherbs.com and order your Full Body Cleanse or call 866-434-3727. Mention KBLA 1580 and get 10% off your order. dherbs.com. Experience healing.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Y'all ready for this? One, and then comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I drop the beat I have in store. Lay the lyrics on the top like a rug. Make it sound smooth and later make a dub. Enunciate well, so that you can tell I am not illiterate, no, not even a little bit. Nothing like an idiot. Get it? You want the record? Cool, I'm with it. Let the rhythm take you. Shake it cause it makes you. As I turn the knob to the door, you escape through. Going like a gnat, don't be a pup. And I let it play cause dress is funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Watch the smooth lyrics that take place. If you want another reason why it must be funky, yo, I am not a jackass, meaning not a donkey, so I will play the game.
So why is this so important? Because evolution is ensuring that everything should take place in a way that attachment develops between an unborn child and its mother. Studies have shown that, obviously, like, for example, mother's tastes, mother's preference in music, everything gets transferred to a child in utero. So children are experiencing taste through what she eats. They're experiencing voices through the voices she hears. They're experiencing they're experiencing the world through the womb of the mother. So if you are in a culture where you have spicy food, the child is most likely going to be born with similar taste preferences. And language is something that is a very big part of social communication. It's a very big part of attachment. And we know from studies now that even babies born instantly after birth show preference to sounds from a language they've heard in utero, their mother speaking. And the mother's voice sounds very different to the baby in utero than other voices. So the reason why they develop preference for the mother's voice is because the pitch and the resonance internally, when the baby hears it internally from inside the mother's body, is very different than the way, for example, if the father is talking to the belly. So the way the sound transfers from through the stomach directly to the baby versus by inside through the vocal cords and through the mother's body is very different. And these sort of processes have been studied, and they have shown to affect the baby's preference for the mother. Everything that the mother does, says, experiences during her pregnancy, it affects the way the child will be eventually.
Imagine if the mama hating on herself. Imagine if the mother has low self-worth, low self-esteem, and she's pregnant. Imagine what the baby hears when the mother is speaking negatively to herself about her life, about who she thinks she is. This is why I would go to another example, a guru that I love by the name of Paramahansa Yogananda, author of the book Autobiography of a Yogi. And see, what I'm about to read here is what is missing in our relationships today. Our relationships today are spiritually impoverished. I'm sorry. I just have to tell the truth. Everything is about accounts payable and accounts receivable. Bills. We pay relationship bills. Valentine's Day is a relationship bill. Christmas is a relationship bill. See, we know how to pay the societal bill so we can look right and be received by the rest of society as upwardly mobile and socially mobile. But we so focused on paying the social bill that the spiritual bill is in arrears. Andy has something to say.
Being facetious. They don't pay that Father's Day bill, though.
Oh, Andy had to come with the pettiness. It's cool. He's Scorpio. He gonna be petty now. But do you understand what I'm saying? Paramahansa Yogananda said this. Listen to what he's about. Listen. This is, in my opinion, this is what is missing. Learn to love your wife or husband more on the spiritual plane and associate him or her as a close friend without constantly focusing on the physical plane. If you can do that, you will win the greatest of all battles in keeping your spouse inwardly loyal, respectful, and loving towards you. See, it's more about a divine union than it is about a societal union, a social union. Do you understand? Many people, as long as we match each other socially, we're relationship goals. That's just not the truth. Relationship is designed to reconcile what you modeled all the way back to the womb. That's why we're here. That's why we're attracted to each other. That's why we like each other. It's another opportunity to heal what was malformed in the beginning. When we come forward, we're going to the phone lines.
You love it when it battles is the fact that I am buying on suckers. Never come close cause of knowing. There's no stuff in the dock when I am flowing. But in the event, someone would try to juice this, stop him in his tracks, show him that I am ruthless. I don't give a damn. Don't think that I am joking cause I don't think he is funny when you're messing with my money. And stick with tell me this. You'll try, you gotta stop him. But with no frills, so I just drop him. Continue with the rhyme and make sure I get mine with no static. Cause there's something that's a G that get my.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. The Columbus, Ohio City Schools Board of Education is expected to vote on school closures next week. The subject was the focus of the public comment at a recent regular board meeting, with most speakers asking the board to avoid shutting buildings down. Isaiah Thomas with the Columbus Education Justice Coalition criticized closure plans, saying shutting down buildings in predominantly black and brown communities will lead to gentrification and displacement of families. A facilities task force laid out 9 different scenarios for building consolidation when delivering their initial recommendations last month. Baseball Hall of Famer Willie Mays is dead at the age of 93. Mays spent most of his 22-season career in Major League Baseball playing for the San Francisco Giants, with the team announcing his passing on Tuesday. He ended his career with 660 home runs and won a record-tying 12 Gold Glove awards. He's regarded as one of the greatest baseball players of all time and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1979. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Head Start is now enrolling and tuition-free for eligible families with children of all abilities, birth to 5 years old. Children receive health screenings, meals, quality education, and more. Head Start, care for the child, a resource for the family. Visit prekkid.org. That's prekkid.org.
Yeah, yo, come on. Here come the drums.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we fight the power every day.
Yeah. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey!
I listen to KBLA and I love the commercials. I know what the commercials mean. I also, if I'm looking and trying to figure something out, I need something to talk to me that might hit me. And it happens on TV because, you know, every time they show a sporting event, they got the pharmaceutical companies back to back to back telling people how to fix the sickness on the same stuff that they sell them. So we get it.
Yep, we get it too, Chuck D. And that's why at KBLA Talk 1580, we don't black down.
Drop it! Our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power!
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelenos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.org.
Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees.
You know where you want to go in life, and City National Bank can help. City National knows the dedication it takes to build your vision for the future into a reality, and our team is here for you. We have a wide range of options to help, from personal savings accounts to interest-bearing money market savings accounts and more, all designed to help you get where you want to go. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Learn more at cnb.com. City National Bank is a subsidiary of Royal Bank of Canada, member FDIC.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA reminds you that when we fight, we win, and we don't black down. LA Community Action Network, or LA CAN, was formed in 1999 when 25 residents of downtown LA came together and acknowledged the problems that existed in their community and made a commitment to do something about those problems, to stand together, organize, and become a force in the community that demands change. Civil rights and preventing the criminalization of poverty are their core projects. In addition, they take on women's rights, the human right to housing, and healthy food access. LA CAN also has projects focused on economic development, civic participation, voter engagement, and community media. While downtown LA remains their home base, with a particular emphasis on the Skid Row community, in 2007, they expanded their housing and healthy food access work into South Central Los Angeles. LA CAN believes that power for low-income people and people of color is achieved through a large, active, and well-informed member base that utilizes a multitude of methods to advance their messages and goals. If you'd like to join the Los Angeles Community Action Network and organize people to fight back against oppression, please visit cangress.org. That's cangress.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
I heard payback's a breath on the trigger. That's why I'm sick of getting treated like another damn stepchild. Kill a punk cause I ain't him. You gotta deal with the 9 double limb. The day is coming
shooting at your all. Hey, just think, and brothers decide to retaliate and try to keep me from running up. I never tell you to get down, it's all about coming up. So what they do, go and ban the AK. My gun wasn't registered any way, so you better duck away, run and hide out. When I'm running real slow and the lights out, cause I'm about to get with the program, shooting out the window of a drop top Pro-Am. Well, I'm shooting, let's see who dropped. The police, the media, and suckers that will pop, and other suckers that say they too black. Put them overseas, they be begging to come back and say we promote gangs and drugs. You wanna sweep a brother like me up under the rug? Kicking rhymes called street knowledge. Why more brothers in the pen than in college? Because of that line, I might be a stalemate. That's from the nigga love to hate.
For me, there are three main steps to healing those young attachment wounds. One is witnessing. The second is a corrective experience. And the third is releasing and transformation. The witnessing is, can the younger part share what it's holding? Because we don't want the self of the client to say, oh, you're loved, I love you, everything's fine. That's not going to work. Where did this belief that I'm unlovable, I'm not worth it, come from? The second step in that process is a corrective experience. And the corrective experience is internal. The part shares what it's holding, feels heard, seen, and known. It gets what it didn't get internally. Then it's able to let go of what it's holding. It's witnessed by the self, and the self gave me what I needed and wanted and never got. And that's where the release happens.
Wow. We got callers on the line. I was going to expound, but that was pretty profound. You're listening to the VOR on KBLA Talk 1580. We have an amazing topic tonight. We're talking about womb wounds. Can you be wounded while in the womb of your mother and then carry those wounds into your adult relationships? This is a powerful conversation. Let's get some callers in here right now. John, Mountain View, Hawaii. Aloha. What up, brother? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Aloha, Zoe. Greetings and blessings, chat. Wounded womb, huh?
You know, I got it from the bishop. Nikki from the SIP gave me this.
Hey, this is a real deep one. The reason why I say so is because I too would have thought this from the gate. My own experience as far as the woman that I married, because of the things that went on between the two of us, I knew for sure, and my prayer was certain, that she could not have boys brought up under her.
Say more. Go ahead.
The prayers were, as we looked at each other and dealt with one another's issues, vicissitudes of life and all of that, she couldn't have the handle on a man. A young boy being brought up underneath the wounds that she went under. And it's not great to have daughters brought up in the same light. But I tell you this story to end up in this category because these two daughters, which again virtually offer the same things that was stated in the presentation that was given, these things had to be witnessed. These things had to be shared. These things had to have that release so that not only the two daughters who had to have that conversation with their mother and the witness that I got from that conversation that all of them had. Again, I had plans to be in Germany last year with my family, broken as it may be, but still, I am a supporter of what goes on in that household, broken or not. For it to end up being the confrontation that took place between daughters and mothers, the witness I got back from the mom, to me, John, you stayed away from this for a reason, didn't you? You recognized it. But today, as in Father's Day just passed, this is the first time I've ever received flowers on Father's Day.
Wow. And that's a good thing. That's something to be thankful
for. That's a step in the right direction.
Come on, brother. Come on. I love it, man. Guess what you just did, John?
Mountain View's in the house. Y'all be blessed.
We love you, John. Mountain View is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the routine, you know the deal, you know the process, you know the procedure. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to you. It's important. I realized at a very young age when my foster mother gave me and my brother back to my biological mother. It did not take me long. I realized at a very young age that she was not right. And I could compare her to my foster mother. And my foster mother couldn't have children, so being wanted by my foster mother was an intense feeling that I have yet to feel decades after, she's passed. I have never been wanted by any woman more than I was wanted by my foster mother, Mary. Not to say that my biological mother didn't want me. She just didn't know how to want me. My biological mother spent more time praying than she did talking to me or sharing who she was with me. She just didn't have the capacity. And I love her to death because the work she did do was Herculean for what she had been through. 8th grade education, raped 3-4 times. Do you understand? So to get us back and to still raise 6 children by herself, nobody went to jail. People got doctorates and went to college, and everybody did something. But she couldn't give of herself. And as a youngster, the desire to be loved and poured into the way I was with my foster mother, Mary, is something I still seek. And this is what has given me a deeper perspective on things, because I recognize that as human beings, we do not know how to relate to human beings. We relate to social cues. We relate to familial cues. And who is that? Kenny from Long Beach? Call back, Kenny, and stop playing. I'm going to get to you. You was on the phone for 40 seconds. Call back, Kenny. Tell whoever calling you to stop playing. But yeah, that was just a struggle, man. That has been a struggle for me personally. And I want to talk to you about your struggle. When we come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Fight climate change. This Earth Day, April 22nd, go Metro and ride for free. You'll make a difference. Metro buses run on clean energy, making every day Earth Day. Together, we can clear the air and connect our communities. Start your journey at metro.net.
Workers in California cut and polish man-made stone for countertops, showers, and more. Without proper protections, workers breathe in harmful dust from the artificial stone material, which puts them at risk of developing silicosis. California employers are required to protect their employees from harmful silica dust by providing proper equipment and training. Stop dusty and deadly practices. Learn more at worksafewithsilica.org. This is a message from Cal OSHA.
Oh man, looks like Bobby needs a ride to the airport again.
Grab the keys.
Who's taking Auntie and her friends to the swap meet?
Grab the keys.
How about we drop these boxes off at Miss Johnson?
Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, you're all about getting things done. So do it all in a Chevy SUV. From the versatile Equinox and sporty Blazer to the roomy Traverse, our lineup of SUVs will carry you through every adventure. All you have to do is...
grab the keys?
That's how we do. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Malibu, Colorado, Blazer, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Traverse limited models. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 15.8%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 7/1/24.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Climate justice, climate equity, climate resilience. By any other name, we demand environmental justice in 2024 and beyond. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Go man, drop that shit. You know what time it is. Hey, yo, throw your fingers up. Tell me, baby, are you lonely? Don't wanna rush, I can help you if you're only. Let me touch you if I'm wrong, love, tell me. Cause I get caught up in the life I live as hell. See, I never thought I'd see the day when I would calm down. You ain't heard, I've been on the clown and get around. That's my word, see you walking and you're looking good. Yes, indeed, got a body like a sex fiend. You're killing me with your attitude to match, right? Don't be phony, cause I hate it when you act like you don't know me, I've been stressing in the spotlight. I want the fame, but the industry's a lot like a crap game, ain't no time for commitment. I gotta go, can't be with you every minute, miss another show. And even though I'm known for my one night stand, look here, I wanna be an honest man, but temptation's gone. Heaven knows getting weak and I wanna hit it. So here I go with my ride in the morning. Getting high, I can hear the people calling.
Even a child separated at birth, where there is a plan that's been made for months for adoption, that separation is considered an abrupt traumatic separation from the birth mother. And there's a misunderstanding that, babies don't remember. Babies' bodies remember the experience of being separated from their birth mother, whom they have formed an attachment to in utero. Anyone know any people who are adopted at birth here? Okay. They have experienced a trauma. Okay? That is traumatic for any baby to be removed abruptly and placed in another family. If we talk about attachment, attachment is formed in the womb. A baby knows the rhythms of the mother. A baby knows the sound of her voice. A baby over 9 months feels that connection and is familiar with the experience of being attached to this mother, and even knows her smell. So they've done studies where a baby is born and they're placed in another woman's arms.
Just turn it off. I can't take it no more. During the break, I just told a whole story about being a foster kid. No, it tears me to pieces. People just don't know how to be in a relationship with human beings. Not everybody who makes a bad decision and hurts you in an intimate relationship did it because they lack self-control, or did it because they wanted to perpetuate malintent against you. Some people have been wounded and broken and hurt early in their lives, and they want to be seen as the broken, wounded, imperfect person that they are. That's the one thing I don't want to do ever in life, is to put on a performance for you. Accept me as I am and watch me grow and heal. If love is present, because of the ego, most people's wounds and pains are the only thing that matters in a relationship. You hurt me, the only thing that matters. Everything else supersedes. My pain supersedes everything else. Supersedes your pain, supersedes your understanding, your perspective, supersedes everything else. I'm in fight or flight mode. That's how you know we don't know how to be in relationships with human beings. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. This is heavy. Did we lose Kenny again? Kenny, the Obama phone, brother. I need you to call back in, Long Beach. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Let me get Attila from Houston, Texas in here. Attila, let's go.
What in the world? I just knew it was going to take a minute for me to get on this line. No, come on now.
Come on. Let's get it.
Okay, well, man, first of all, this topic, Nikki, oh my gosh.
Oh, Nikki,
girl,
right there. I'm finna come to
Nikki
Nikki right after you now. Come on.
She has opened a can of worms. So I wanted to comment on something that He Who Thinks said in the chat. So he was saying sometimes as a mother, you're so close, and you're so connected to the child that it's almost like you're seeing the child as an extension of yourself, which is problematic. Agreed. I think, so I've experienced this in my own relationship with my mama, Lord. I think that my mother means well, but I'll say this. When we're talking about enmeshment, sometimes that's all that people know, especially when we're talking about mother to daughter. I don't think it translates the same, or maybe not to the same degree as mother to son, but mother to daughter, right? You are to abide by whatever rules your mom sets, right? And I think when we're talking about understand who your mother is as a human, for me, what really kind of did that in is when I started struggling myself. It's real easy when you don't have a thorn in your own side. But when you recognize the thorn that's in your side, you see the thorn that was in your mother's side. You see the perpetual generational curses. You see all the things that your mother was going through, and it's weird because it's like looking in the mirror, but you're looking at your mom. So I deeply empathize with moms because I think that a lot of times women they're trying to do their best based on what was given to them. And so I think the only piece of advice or whatever, I don't know, anything that I could say on this topic would be that pushing away that which you know is already there does not help you. The very thing that you know is your issue, is your crux, is your thorn, that is your freedom. So you have to resolve that in order to get to your highest level of consciousness. And that's all I have to say on that.
I love it. Guess what you just did?
I brought Houston in the building.
Houston, Texas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, I want to hear from Long Beach. I want to hear from Pasadena. I want to hear from Malibu. I want to hear from Santa Monica. I want to hear from Pacoima. I want to hear from Pomona. I want to hear from Lakewood. Y'all call us right now, 1-800-920-1580. Let me just say this. Dear mothers, you pouring from your soul into that little soul while it's in your belly and when it comes out of your belly is better than any event you can plan for that child. It's better than Disneyland. It's better than Knott's Berry Farm. It's better than Magic Mountain. It's better than any event you can plan for that child. The sustenance for spiritual growth is you. When a child can see you reconcile you in front of their face, you have done such a compliment, such a gift. You have given such a gift to that child. I don't think you understand. We got Nikki from the SIP on the line. Nikki, now let me just say, before you rev all the way up, you know we right against it. We right against the clock for our next break. But it's only what is our next break? A minute? 2 minutes? It's a minute and 30 seconds. Nikki, stay with us. Nikki from the SIP created this topic, and Nikki from the SIP is about to give us that word when we come forward.
Cuties know I'm under pressure. What do? Get shaky when she put the press up. Say smooth, should I stroke or should I wait a while? You decide if you tell me that you don't want it. That's a lie. Move closer, let me whisper some dirty words in your ears as I kiss you. On every curve, slow down, baby, don't rush. I like the slow, can't hold it any longer. So let it go. Open the gates to your waterfall, I'm in heaven. And don't worry, I let myself hit all the hurdles.